Guys, welcome on into the Top 5 series by Hobby Hangout. This is going to be a Top 5 free-to-play series, and today we are going to be taking a look at the top 5 vehicles for free-to-play players from level 1 through 40 in Battle Nation. The rules for this are simple. We are going to use just these units and 3 wimps in the front just to show them off, and we're going to talk about each of them along the way. We actually are going to have 2 honorable mentions as well. And with that, we'll get into our first honorable mention, and that is going to be the mini tank. So, the mini tank, you would think, not the best unit in the world. You're right, it's not. But you do get it at level 13, and you need a vehicle factory level 2. So, very easy to get, very achievable. And for that early game, it's going to be really good. So, you'll see with a battle like this is a level 25 battle, so it's not really going to be able to keep up without those wimps, but we will put it in the front row just to show you. Now, guys, with this at a rank 6, I have these at rank 2. Rank 6 is going to have 130 HP with 90 armor. So that's 220 in total, and that's pretty good. You can see they're doing decent damage against these guys, 43. But at max, this is going to have a damage of 54 to 81. That is really good. It might not be worth getting to R6 personally, but at like rank 3 to 4 in those first few levels, it's going to be really worth it. Another good thing about it is that you can make them very cheaply, right? So if you have a vehicle factory level 2, it's going to cost you 1,200 iron, 300 oil, and 8,000 gold. Now it's going to be that oil that's going to be your constraint there, right? But no worries. Once you get the vehicle factory up to, let's say, reasonably like level 15, I mean, you can produce them out at 840 iron and 210 oil. Again, that's a little further down the line. Now, to get these ranked up to R4, you're going to need 39,000 gold with 5,500 iron and 6 gears, and that's when you're going to first need gears. But before that, you shouldn't need gears. Now, as you can see, these guys can take a good amount of damage, which is great, but they're not great on the offense. So I would recommend putting some other units in there to do that. That damage. But these guys are pretty good sponges. And on that back line too, you can two-shot those cannoneers. It can work out for you. And again, these are only mini tanks rank 2. So think about that in the background. And we'll go ahead and finish this off here and get into our second honorable mention. So we'll call that rank 6. And we'll finish off this first one here. So that's the mini tank. If you're early game, you're just getting into the game, make sure to get the mini tank as soon as you can and see how much SP it got from just that one battle. That's pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and take a look at our second honorable mention here. So guys, our second honorable mention for today is going to be the rocket truck. Now, this is a unit that I have ranked up a lot more than the mini tank. This is something that I'm still able to get use out of right now. It is not a frontline unit, so you'll see that the wimps are going to be doing most of the absorbing here, but they're very good units. So they have a checkerboard attack pattern, which allows you to hit multiple units on the field, and they were able to clean up pretty easily there, right? That's a big step up from the mini tank. But these guys are unlocked at level 40, requiring a vehicle factory of level 6. At 200, and we'll go ahead and do this attack right here with a max defense or HP of 210. They're going to have no armor, and then in order to get it at a level 6 vehicle factory, it's going to cost you 10 gears and 2250 steel and 20,000 gold. It is a little bit steep. The gear cost is what is holding this back. And again, see, you have 8 attacks for a turn reload, or 8 turns for an attack reload. So we're going to use the wimps to clear this up here. Now, this is a unit that is going to be good for boss strike. You are going to have to invest a little bit into it. It's definitely probably going to need at least 2 to really feel the effect of it. But just like that, we're done. And if you get a vehicle factory of level 15, it's going to bring your gears cost down from 10 to 7, which does help a little bit. And healing cost, even when you have a repair bay at level 3, it's only going to cost you 1 gear. But again, you are going to want to have those gears handy to work on that rocket truck. And that is our last honorable mention, which brings us into rank number 5 for free to play. This is going to be the light tank, guys. The light tank is a good unit that you unlock at, I believe, level 29. Now, The good thing about this unit is that it is a non-gear unit, meaning you do not have to spend any gears or any of those precious tier 2 resources to get these. Tier 2 or tier 3. But again, it's only going to cost you steel and oil. So it is that step up from the mini tank, right? It's not mini, it's light. But with that, you're going to need to shell out some steel. And steel can be a good, it can be hard to get, especially in the early game. So you're going to want to make sure that you also have the armor shop, the gun foundry. Those are two other requirements to make these. So there's a lot of investment to get this light tank. But once you have those, you can start mass producing these light tanks, and they are very easy. Guys, I have mine at R5 right now. At max, you get at max R6, you get 190 HP with 135 armor. So that's a pretty good total right there at 325. The attack is pretty good. It can miss, as you saw, but it is a good unit that's going to deal more damage penetration. It has a crit rate of only 5%, so don't expect to get crazy crits or anything, but its offense is at 55, and its damage is 90 to 135 when you have it at R6. It's not terribly hard to rank up, but it is going to take a lot more SP. To get from R5 to R6 alone, it's going to take 138,000 SP. And to train this guy up at Vehicle Factory level 15, it's going to cost you 1495 steel and 1400 oil. So make sure to have those resources available. And just to show this off a little bit more, we'll do 2 more attacks here with the light tank to finish this off. And boom, there you have it. That's the light tank at my number 5 slot. All right, and leading into my number 4 spot here, we are going to take a look at the drum roll, please. The Frontier Trucker. Guys, this is a great backline unit. This is a very good unit. I highly, highly recommend this unit. Make sure at Recoil Ridge and all of those places that you can assist, Port City, make sure to go assist because these are going to cost merits. And this isn't going to come from the Vehicle Factory. It's going to come from the Frontier Recruitment HQ at level 8. And that only goes up to 10 levels. So let's go ahead and get this fight started here and show it off a little bit. Now, guys, this does that kind of star of attack. So it has that one middle attack and a heavy, heavy chance for crit. These are relatively easy to mass produce. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here. Guys, at R6, this has 270 HP, and the damage ranges from 121 to 148 with an offense rating of 51 and a crit chance of 70. And you've even seen that right now. We're getting a lot of crits in this. And it's not the hardest unit in the world to rank up to. And in terms of resources, it's really going to be merits that are going to be hindering you because you do have to build that Frontier HQ. But the training cost is 35 stone, 420 steel, and 14 merits. Guys, this is a unit that I would highly recommend. They're pretty easy to mass produce once you get those merits. Please add that to your arsenal and go ahead and start ranking it up. That's going to give you an advantage on the field, and it is completely free to play. Moving on to our number 3. Our number 3 here is going to be a unit that doesn't have a very high attack, and that's going to be the portable wall. So this is going to be all wimps. The purpose here is just going to be to show you how well these guys absorb attacks. Guys, the portable wall is available at level 35 with a Vehicle Factory ranking of level 1. But please, please, at level 35, I hope you have a Vehicle Factory that's higher than level 1. And at a max rank of R6, it has a whopping 900 HP with 190 armor. And it is immune to explosive, fire, freeze, plague, poison, shatter, and stun. Guys, this is a fantastic unit to have at your front line. And also, it takes up, if you have availability for a defensive unit, not an actual unit, it takes up that defensive slot. So it allows you to get more units on the field. This can be a game changer. So make sure to get these. Guys, it doesn't take too much SP to rank up, but just because it's not attacking, it's not getting as much SP as the other units. Now, if you want to make this guy, it is going to be pretty hefty. So make sure to start saving those gears up. At rank 15 Vehicle Factory, it's going to cost you 24,000 gold, 2,100 steel, 2,100 oil, and 14 gears. Now, this is an investment unit. They're hard to produce. They do cost a lot. The healing cost isn't terrible at about two gears at level 10 repair bay, but this is a long-term unit. You can use this well past level 30. Make sure to focus on getting these in your arsenal. And let's go ahead and finish off this battle here and move on to our number 2. All right. And I'm sure y'all have a couple guesses for what's coming next, but let's go ahead and take a look at what our number 2 unit is for this vehicle countdown. So let's get our wimps out there. And guys, it is the tank killer. Now, we can do something special here. I am so confident in this unit, I have it at level 6, that we are going to do no wimps here, no frontline units. This is only 195 HP at R6. But let me show you why you need this unit in your arsenal. Boom. We're going to one-shot every single unit here. This has an 8-turn reload speed, but that's okay because there are only 7 units and we're going to get them. Their dodge ability is very high too. So going ahead and taking a look at the stats here, on this one attack, and it has a couple other attacks, but just keep this one attack. This one attack at R6 does 60 to 90 damage, but let's multiply that by 6 because it has 6 barrels on it. It's launching 6 rockets. You heard me right. That is 90 times 6, which is going to be 540 damage per attack. This is a really good attack, guys. With an offense rating of 45, it's a 0% crit chance, so nothing crazy there. But guys, look at how easily I was able to wipe out this. And this is a unit that you're also going to need to take out the Ancient Construct. So go check out my other video if you want to see how they take out the Ancient Construct. I would recommend having the Tank Killer at R4 before you even attempt that, but you're going to do the 2-square method. And I'm happy to answer any comments about that as well. But guys, this is not a necessarily difficult unit to rank up to. If you go to Gantus's base and take out the watchtowers using these units, those watchtowers will grant you a ton of SP. So for SP farming for the Tank Killers, take them to Gantus's base, take out those watchtowers, and let's rank these guys up. Now let's talk about the cost real quick. They do cost a decent amount of gears, but that's okay. They're available at a level 5 vehicle factory, but get them up to get the vehicle factory up to level 15. It's going to take your cost down to 4, and then to repair them, it's only going to cost 1 gear. So these are very helpful, guys. Go ahead and get yourself at least 8 tank killers. I'd recommend 9 or 10, but these are well worth your gears. So start saving those gears, and that leads us into my number 1 unit for free-to-play players. And I'm sure y'all already have a guess, but let's go ahead and display them out here. You guessed it, it's the heavy tank. Now, guys, the heavy tank is available at level 35, and you're going to need that armor shop and that gun foundry. Its immunities are to breach, which makes sense because it's not a naval unit, and to plague. So I have these at R5 right now, and at R6 they have 340 HP and 225 armor. So they're pretty hefty units. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the attacks here. And that's not a good example, but we will go ahead and just kind of keep attacking. See, when it's able to hit just normally, it does a really good amount of damage. So really good to have out on the field, and it absorbs that damage really well. So guys, at R6, this is going to do damage of 126 to 189. Those are stats we like to see with offense of 50 and a crit chance of 5. So don't expect to get those crits or anything like that, but they're just very reliable, and they have that armor penetration of 75%, just like all the other tanks do. Now, this is a pretty hard unit to rank up, and it is going to cost a lot, right? To get this just from R5 to R6, it is going to take 243,000 SP. That's a lot of SP. But to get to R5, just like I have, it's going to take you from R1 to R5. It's going to take you about 120,000 SP, and that's from R1 to R5. So that's 4 levels, jumping 4 levels just right there. Now, guys, the vehicle cost of this, or the vehicle factory cost of this at level 15 is going to be 21,000 gold, 2,300 steel, 2,100 oil, and 14 gears. Make sure to rank up your vehicle factory. Please do that because it goes from level 7 when you first unlock it, from 20 gears all the way down to 14 gears. So you're saving 6 gears per build on these. And I'd recommend getting at least 3. The turns the attack takes 2 turns to reload, but if you have three of them out there, it's unlimited ammo. You can keep attacking one at a time. These guys are great to have on the field. They're going to be able to get you to all these battles through level 40. They're very viable. The only thing I would watch out for is these chemical attacks. They are a little susceptible to those chemical attacks, which is why if you have a good mix of heavy tanks and portable walls, those frontline units are going to be key for your success from level 35 onward. You can use these very, very continuously through the game. Obviously, once heavier tanks come out, we'll address that. But guys, make sure to get yourself some heavier tanks. And thank you for watching my first top 5 video. Our next segment will be coming out here soon, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for hanging out with the Hobby Hangout, and I hope to see you next time.